All right, so if you recall, last week we created a floor plan, and that floor plan we said was going to be 22 feet long or wide by 25 feet long. We created a graph paper or a grid paper where we said that each grid mark was equal to 1 foot by 1 foot. You're going to need a couple more pieces of graph paper today or this week. So if you have graph paper, fantastic, get it out. If you don't have graph paper, then last week's assignment, I explained how to create graph paper. Go back to the beginning couple minutes of last week's assignment, and you can see how to create the graph paper. If you've already got your graph paper and you're ready to go, you're going to need your floor plan from last week in order to draw this week's elevations. All right, so this week we're doing the elevation. And my front door is here, so I'm going to start by drawing the front of the house, looking in this direction at the front of the house. Now it's wider, it's longer this way than it is this way. So we're going to see the peak of the roof is going to go like this over top. It's going to, so the ridge line will run right through the middle here, meaning this wall and this wall are going to be gabled walls. Remember what gable means? It's shaped like a pentagon. So the two pentagon shaped walls are here, meaning these two walls are going to be rectangular walls. And the roof that we see on this wall is just going to be basically a rectangle is what you'll see when we create the roof for this side. So this side and this side are going to be similar. This side and this side are going to be similar. The only thing that will be different will be the location of the windows and doors, which is why you got to make sure that all of your windows and all of your doors are in place before starting this, this drawing. So anyways, what I would suggest is I'm going to slide this up. I know you're not going to be able to see all of it, but I am going to put this up here because all we need is this wall right here in order to draw our elevation. So I'm going to put my elevation right down below. Slide this up a little bit more so we can see my whole paper. And as long as we can see this wall right here, that's all we need to see. So to keep it in place, I'm actually going to use a piece of tape. And I am going to, just to keep this aligned, I'm going to take my new paper. I'm going to line it up kind of just like this. I'm going to put a piece of tape here. And I'm going to put a piece of tape here. That'll just keep my new paper and my floor plan from not sliding around because I need to line things up. So here's how we're going to do this. Remember, when you create your graph paper, make it very light so that we can draw over top of it. I am going to start. I didn't do a very good job of aligning these papers. My papers aren't the same. I should have used the same type of paper from last year or from last week. A little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to draw the outside edge of the wall straight down. So that's going to be there, and it's going to be there. So those are going to be the outside edges of my wall. Now I'm going to start the bottom of my wall, somewhere down here at the bottom of my paper. So this is going to be where the ground level meets the bottom of your wall. Okay, so that's where the ground meets the house. And then if you recall, when we did our construction notes, we showed the ground level, and then we showed that the foundation actually sticks above the edge of the ground by about 6 inches. So I'm going to go up from here a half a grid mark, which is 6 inches. And I'm going to draw Go from about here to here. Okay, so that's going to be the foundation of my house that's sticking up above the ground. This is ground level right here. Right here. And then the height of my wall, I've got an 8-foot wall. All right, well, I'm right in the middle from here. I need to go up 8 feet. So I'm going to go every other grid mark, or I'm going to go from the middle of grid marks, 8 feet, which is going to be 8 grid marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go straight across to this one over here. And basically I'm going to make a big rectangle. So from here to here, down to here, and down to there. So there's my wall section. Now I'm going to put the roof on top. I'm going to have a, let's say, a 1.5 foot overhang. So I'm going to go 1, oh, paper's coming untaped. I'm going to go 1.5 foot for my overhang on either side. Oh, I should have started a little more in the middle of my paper. So I'm going to go extend my roof out this way in both directions. Now there's a fascia board that runs right along the face of the bottom edge of the eave, or the bottom edge of the roof, and that is 6 inches tall. So I'm going to go up to my grid mark here, 6 inches. And I'm going to go up here 6 inches. And I'm going to connect those. That's my fascia board that runs right along the bottom of the roof. That's what I would hang the gutter on if I was putting a gutter on my house. And now from there, why don't we have the total height of the roof? Why don't we have it go up maybe 6 feet? So from here, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go to right here. So 6 grid marks. Up 6 grid marks there. And over. And down. Okay, so you can see here's my roof, here's my wall, and now I'm going to pull in I have 1 window and 1 door that I'm going to drop straight down. So my window is going to be located right along there somewhere, from there to there. I don't know if you can see it. I drew it pretty lightly. So somewhere in here is my window, and right next to it is my door. So I'm going to bring my door down. Straight down there. Straight down there. So my door is going to be here. My window is going to be somewhere right here. Now the top edge of the door is 7 feet above the top of the foundation. So from here, I need to go up 7 feet. So I'm right in the middle of a grid here, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that should be 1 foot below, 1 foot below your bottom of your fascia board. So that's going to be that 7 feet above the top of the foundation. That's going to be the top edge of my door and my window. So I'm going to go and draw the top of my door here and the top of my window there. So that's the top edge of my, oops, I didn't go far enough for my door. There. So there's the top of my door, there's the top of my window. Now the window height, that's totally up to you. You can make that however tall you want to make it. So I'm just going to go maybe to here. Okay, so there's my window. The door is going to go back down. Remember, from the top of the foundation, we went up 7 feet. Now I'm going to go back down 6 foot 8 inches. So that's about 4 inches above the foundation. I'm going to go up. So that's about a quarter, 1/4 of a grid mark. That's going to be the bottom of the door. So there's my door, there's my window, and let me just add in, we can add in some trim if you want to around the doors to make it look decent. I'm going to do that real quick, but I'm going to pause you. Okay, so as you can see, I added a little bit of trim around my window and around my door, just a trim line. Don't forget your glare line on your windows. Remember, glare lines are a short 45, a long 45, and a short 45, just representing glass. If you want, you could put in a little window, or two on your door. Just to kind of make it look nice. Or maybe that just made it look worse, I don't know. Okay, now the swing pattern of the door is here, right? So the door is here, the swing pattern. So if I was going to put a door handle on this door, would it be on this side or this side? Well, the hinges are here, meaning the door swings like this, so the door handle would be right there on the left side. So the door handle here would go on the left side here. Okay, so this is basically, besides the putting in roofing and putting in siding, or either horizontal or vertical siding, this is the general idea for the elevation of the house. So this would be my front elevation. I have a 6 foot tall roof, a 6-inch fascia board, an 8 foot wall, and a 6-inch foundation. So it's 6 inches, 8 feet, 6 inches, 6 feet. Now the height of the roof differs depending on how tall or how steep you want your angle pitch to be, but we're going to use a 6 foot roof for the entire house. So this is the front elevation. I'm going to make a new video to show you the side elevation, and that's what we're going to be doing this week. We're going to be creating the front elevation and the side elevation. Okay, hope that made sense.